Here we are coming to you, episode 3 of the Success Through Failure Roundup, straight from my sister's basement. Connor is here with me. Let's do it, Connor.
Third time's the charm. We're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about tactics today. A lot of people are asking about what the plan is, what's your plan and different strategies for companies, people. So I want to bring it in on tactics. So maybe, Jim, what are the differences and what are some tactics that you have been using to find success?
Sure. Yeah. You got to have your overall strategy. And within that strategy, you have actual tactics, actual things that you can do, things you can put on your to-do list or part of your daily routine. And one of them for me over the years has been visualization. I certainly knew that as I was competing, and you knew that as you were competing at Cornell as a wrestler as well. And now I use that in my life. And I want to share with you one way that this has actually manifested into something totally life-changing for me. So the reason I'm in my sister's basement right now is we're in Pittsburgh with my family. I live in Charlottesville. I grew up in Pittsburgh. Family's here in Pittsburgh. We're visiting them. And then we're pointing our 2017 Toyota Sienna with a Thule roof rack and a bike rack on the back. We're pointing it west and we're heading to Montana. We're actually going out there for about a month and a half. And this has been a lifelong dream of mine. Work from anywhere, go on adventures, and I'm going to take a day off every week and go on some awesome adventures out west. But the only reason this happened is because I visualized this happening. I believed that this could actually happen for me back when I was making, not much money and struggling to make ends meet and struggling to build a little business on the side. Well, now it's this thriving business, and I get to live the life the way I want it. So anyway, that's the tactic I wanted to share. I mean, visualization is real, and it's not just for athletes. So, Connor, give us a tactic.
A big tactic that I've been doing, I guess, in your own words, my strategy is kind of find a way to enhance my public speaking skills and kind of work into that creative part of my mind. So I found Toastmasters, the public speaking group, and found a lot of success in just doing the tactic of giving speeches and having to think of a new one and overcome the nerves of giving that speech, and just practicing that as a tactic has been a lot of fun. I actually just gave a speech 30 minutes ago, and I'll give you guys the title. If you want to learn more, you definitely can. It's called Top Dog, Misconceptions of the Alpha, kind of diving into what an alpha mentality is, or an alpha male as a role, and kind of how we view it. So an amazing tactic I've been liking.
And by the way, I'll add to that. Like people ask me, how did I get my TEDx talk? How did I get a chance to do a TEDx talk? And in a word, Toastmasters.
Wow. All right. Well, good to know I'm on the right track. So maybe just jump into, what this extra episode was about, and why people need to hear it.
Yeah, with everything going on in the world right now, with all the protests and riots and the social injustice, I figured it was just the right time for me to step up and share a message of my own unconscious bias and my role in social injustice. And I just talk about really in this last episode, talk about the conscious and unconscious ways that our beliefs impact our actions. And I believe and I know that any change in our actions begins with belief, and it begins with awareness. So that's really what I address in this most recent episode. So I encourage everybody to check out episode 251.
Alrighty. So, and moving on, have you been consciously making us wait for Jim Hensel to come?
Yes. Jim Hensel is coming to you next week. So on Monday, check out the episode with Jim Hensel on the Success Through Failure podcast. He's the mindset coach for 8-time world champion CrossFit athlete Rich Froning, as well as Mike Chandler and some other awesome people. So check that out. And by the way, we talked in last week's episode that the only way if you really want to make me happy, that, Connor once said that I should buy him a Starbucks gift card because he wants me to be happy, because this is like the whole science of happiness, this course he's taking through Yale. Well, this is what I've deemed. So for the audience, for you listening, for you watching, if you really want to make me happy, you got to help me buy Connor a gift card. So if I get 50 likes on this video, wherever you're watching it, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram TV, or you're listening to it on the podcast, give it a like, give it a share. If we can get 50 likes, Connor gets a $50 Starbucks gift card. He's an intern. He's working for free. So this is one way we can compensate Connor.
Sounds great.
So bring it. All right. Over and out.